What's up, YouTube? It's Hello Scott. And today, for the first time ever, I guess you can call this a 100 subscriber special or whatever, because I didn't do my 100 video special. But we're going to be responding to the comments in my Why Super Saiyan 4 is garbage compared to God Forms video. Now, funny enough, believe it or not, I actually did this as like controversial satire. Don't know. I guess you could apply that to other situations. I'm not gonna fake like I made it up right. It was mostly controversial satire. Now, before I get into the comments, I will say this, right? I'm not apologizing or anything, but I will admit this because for a lot of the things, I did it the way I did it so it can get attention. Hence the word controversial satire, controversial comedy, whatever you want to call it. Do I actually think Super Saiyan 4 is garbage? No. Well, if I would have put why Super Saiyan God is good, no, why Super Saiyan 4 is good, you wouldn't have clicked on the video. I would have been lucky if that would have got 23 views in one like. You wouldn't have clicked on the video if I would have called that good. You would have saw no point to it. But I called it trash, so you went in the comments to defend it. So you got to think. If I would have called it good, like I said, I wouldn't be making this video to respond to the comments because I would have been lucky to have two. And another thing, most people were saying that you're calling Super Saiyan 4 a uncreative recolor when basically what Super Saiyan God basically saying those are worse versions of a recolor, which is fair. But the funny thing is, in my why Super Saiyan 4 is not creative video, I'm gonna put that in my finale to Super Saiyan God versus Super Saiyan 4 video. I'll put both of those in the comments. In that in the not creative video, the Super Saiyan 4 not creative, I admit that the whatchamacallit, any form that you could apply to Goku, you could basically say it's a recolor. Pretty Super Saiyan 1, oh his hair turned yellow, his eyes turned green. You could say that's a recolor. You could basically apply that same logic to any form. My argument was, and I drug it out because I knew it would get attention. My argument was that Super Saiyan 4 is not as creative as everybody thinks it is. Is not as creative as everybody thinks it is. That was my main argument. But I called it garbage on purpose because I know it would get more attention. Did I actually mean that it's garbage? It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst. It's not a bad looking form. But if I say it like that, again, it won't get attention. Now, since I've been rambling for the past 45 minutes, let me actually get to the comments. All right, so I'm gonna summarize some of them because everybody started writing the fucking Birmingham letter if you don't like the form. So pretty much based on preference and style, I'm just gonna skip to this part. You can read it if you want. I'm gonna have to skim through these because if I read everything in full out, it'll be forever. But if I remember correctly, because I did respond to a lot of these, I kind of agree with most everything he said except this, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God scaling. Everything else he said, I pretty much agree with. If you want to see how I reply, go to it, whatever. Super Saiyan 4 looks better as a transformation. Overall, the hair color changes. It's not a bad transformation. I just had to say it like that in the video because otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on it. God forms are literally just a color overlay of normal Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 4 actually is different in comparison. Power Course form. He's right. He's right. I'm gonna be transparent. He is. He's actually right. Okay, so Super Saiyan 4 is a process earned with blood, sweat, and tears. Literally, it's 100% of pure power without amps from God Key. In fact, it's comparable to blue. I can't agree with you on this one, buddy. It's just that you can't say it's earned with blood, sweat, and tears when basically, I'm gonna say it again. Vegeta needed a fucking life support machine, Megatron, ray gun, Megatron, Starscream tank to turn Super Saiyan 4. That's not blood, sweat, and tears. That is getting carried by the plot. He literally got just as strong as Goku with a ray gun machine, while Goku had to be at least 1,000 times stronger than him base to base. How does that make sense? And then how it wasn't. It's sure it's harder to come by as a form, but how is it hard? The hardest thing that happened to get that form was Goku getting his tail pulled. That was the hardest thing that happened. Literally, that was the hardest thing that happened. So it's hard for me to say, yeah, it was earned with blood, sweat, and tears. It's just hard for me to say that. Not a bad form though. I'm gonna probably say that a couple of times. I don't like the form. I just I had to word it like that for controversy. Super Saiyan 4 is the best form by far. It never got endorsed like the God forms. Super Saiyan 4 held weight when it fused into that form. Like Super Saiyan 4 is MJ and Blue is LeBron. Uh, he okay. It never got embarrassed. How many fights did Super Saiyan 4 win? Like how many? Three fights, maybe. So he's saying it like it won. He's saying like it went 10-0. I think Super Saiyan 4 might have won like three fights. Now I could be completely wrong. It could be 10-0, but the GT was only 64 episodes. I'm pretty sure halfway through the show, that's when Super Saiyan 4 came out. It wouldn't be that many more fights to even fight, considering the series ended so fast. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't like that argument either. When people say, "Oh, Super Saiyan 4 won more fights than Super Saiyan Blue altogether." Okay, and funny enough, I'm pretty sure LeBron won more matches than MJ. But does that matter in comparison to who's better? No, because somebody played for a longer time and somebody played against plumbers. Take that how you want it. Don't take that serious, but you get the point. Thank you, appreciate it. Has to be the only positive comment without replies. Has to be the only one. I respect everyone's opinion. Covers of pages, gravity without limits. Uh, what did I say? Okay, yeah, just read that if you want to. This is the first. This first is terrible. Everything has inspiration, and yes, Super Saiyan 4 and has midway through Zoru. But how does that take away from the design? If anything, they took a scuff transition that phase that gave the globe of a lifetime. You know what? I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna like this. He actually does have a fair point here. He actually does have a fair point. God forms are just lame transformation drawings or bro. Okay. You cannot call it lazy and not call Super Saiyan 4 lazy in the same form. Without that without that without that let's just say without that pre-image of Super Saiyan 4, the transformation made everything in Super Saiyan 3 Goku's eyes. Super Saiyan 4, let's be honest, 9 times out of 10 it wouldn't look like that. You can't call that lazy and not call Super Saiyan 4 lazy at the same time. Because you cannot name, I'm telling you, nobody can name five decent differences from that form and Super Saiyan 4. No bird called. Yeah, you're right. But should I like this? I mean, I already said it in my other video. I'm not gonna like it because I never didn't say it wasn't a recolor. Why did I skip so far down? Okay, okay. From Power Sensor, the guys, the Super Saiyan 4. Okay, sure. I'm agree with you. I'm agree with you. I'm gonna be constructive here. All right. I'm gonna actually let me see. Okay. How did I reply? I was saying agree to disagree 17 times. Oh yeah, he was trying to give me constructive criticism, but like I said, no ego shit. I think I know what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, literally, you may or may not find this true, but it's funny because I'm pretty sure the Super Saiyan 4 fur, right, has to be a very close color to the Super Saiyan God hair. So it's funny they're the same color, but now this is better than that when, it's just people say anything to defend anything once it affects what they really like. If you don't have the same opinion as somebody, trust me, you'll be three more differences. Hair is longer, eyeshadow. Bro, if 99%, you know what? He can have it. He needs it. I knew somebody was gonna say something about the eyes. I knew it. The hair is longer. The hair is about what and what? The hair has to be about what and what. It can't be that different. Oh, never mind. I got three more dreads. Never mind. You're right. Somebody actually tried to name the five differences. Somebody actually tried. Insane. I knew somebody was gonna do that. I'm not gonna like it though. I'm a just. No, I'm just playing. I don't think I'm gonna dislike nothing. This has to be a joke. I actually read this one already. Let me see. So I admitted to him I was trolling. I admitted that to a few people. Then I sent them the Super Saiyan God is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue video. You guys should go watch that. It's the lazy palette swap for me. I'm pretty sure he's talking about the Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue transformations. Hey, I'm gonna like it because basically everything's a recolor. Haven't watched the video yet, but Super Saiyan boy, no, I'm gonna just like that one. I'm going back on my word already. Name the five differences. Oh yeah, I admit it. Never said it was creative too. This has to be a kid or something because he could not. He commented 6 times. He commented 6 times. This has to be a kid because he's taking literally everything I'm saying to heart. Nobody else did that. Now the God forms are. Hopefully I don't get demonetized. I'm just about to show you this comment thread. You can read it if you want to. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Notice how nobody said anything after that. So I won that argument. Packed both of them up, and then nobody said nothing else. I'm gonna skip this guy because I think he's a kid. I'm not gonna lie. He took that way more serious than anybody else. Sorry to say there's nothing special about Super Saiyan God or Blue God Key is literally worthless because Super it's not worthless, bro. People who don't even have it still on Goku's level of power, just playing stronger, copied the way his Super Saiyan God from Super Saiyan 4 literally stood around Super Saiyan regained his key to defend his baby. Alright, so he's saying it's worthless because it's super. Okay, let's say it's worthless, right? Let's say Goku and Vegeta. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's say this. It's worthless, right? Um, let's just say what's the name of that arc? Let's just say Battle of the Gods didn't happen. It's worthless. Battle of the Gods didn't happen. Frieza comes back to Earth in golden form, then what? The God forms would have been helpful. Let's just say somehow out of a fucking let's just say they beat Golden Frieza, right? Universe 6-7 tournament, right? Even though that wouldn't even happen. Who's hanging with Hit with no God form? Is not useless. It doesn't win every fight because okay, if they won every fight immediately, it would be boring. You can't tell me if you watch a show and the go okay, when has Goku won every fight just by having the strongest form? For that case, you can call Super Saiyan useless because that bit was getting tore up in the Cell Saga. You can call Super Saiyan useless. You can call Super Saiyan 3 useless. That has not won a fight outside of movies. It has not won a fight outside of movies. Did it? Okay, the one time it won, nobody remembers is when Goku was fighting Trunks with Super Saiyan 3 in Dragon Ball Super. That's the one time it actually won. If you even want to count that. So Super Saiyan 1 useless, Super Saiyan 3 useless, Super Saiyan 2, what did it win? 2 fights? Super Saiyan 2 beat Cell, and Super Saiyan 2 beat, well, Majin Vegeta beat Super Saiyan 2 Goku. If Super Saiyan 2 was used more than that, don't know. Well, let's say okay, let's say Super Saiyan 2 is not useless. Super Saiyan 1 is useless, Super Saiyan 3 is useless. Super Saiyan 4, okay, what did it win? I'm assuming 3 fights. If I'm wrong, let me know. It won 3 fights, and Omega was about to clap them without the Spirit Bomb. And the only reason, really, two. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Gogeta beat Omega. He could have beat Omega. He damn near beat Omega. I'll get that to the third one. Goku didn't even finish Super 17 with Super Saiyan 4, so that don't count. I'm don't think I'm watching from GT, so the only these are the 3 fights. Gogeta, who else? Gogeta, Baby, Gogeta fighting Omega Shenron, then Baby fighting who? Super Saiyan 4. And I'm just gonna assume there's a third fight. So and then Goku and Vegeta got whooped after that. So Super Saiyan 4 is 3-1. As far as I know. Let me know if I'm wrong. Super Saiyan 4 is 3-1. How is that any better? If anything, Super Saiyan 1 probably won more fights than no, Super Saiyan 2 probably won. Let me think. Yeah, let's go ahead and say it. Super Saiyan 1 probably won more fights than Super Saiyan 4. So using that same logic, wouldn't Super Saiyan 4 be useless? And let's be fair, Super Saiyan Blue had to have won more fights than Super Saiyan 4. So let me comment that to you right now. Let me see. No, okay, I'm gonna put it like this. All right. I might have to end up deleting that comment because again, I don't know the real Super Saiyan 4 record. So, all right. And this part is they literally stood around Super Saiyan 4 group two. Super Saiyan. Wait, hold on. He let's literally copied the way he went Super Saiyan God from Super Saiyan 4. Technically, he didn't copy it because they added an extra Saiyan and they was holding hands. They were not holding hands at GT, and they needed an extra Saiyan. Now, inspiration, sure. Copy, because of how different it was, no. They needed an extra Saiyan. They needed to hold hands. They all needed to be Super Saiyans, and they all needed to be righteous. So that's 3 to 4 things that were mandatory. And I'll say it like that. Since there's 3 to 4 differences, I could probably find a fifth one if I really thought about it. Then I'm not going what you would call it. Okay. Yeah, he actually had another comment saying since it took for inspiration or something like that, but he deleted it, I'm pretty sure, because he realized it was contradicting. And I think that's all the comments. I did skip over some. If you want to go to my video, read the replies and read the replies. Now, pretty much like I said, this video was, what's the word I'm looking for? Controversial comedy, controversial satire. Do I actually think Super Saiyan 4 is garbage? No. But do I think it's better than God forms? No, I don't. It's not a bad form. It looks decent. But if I said that in this video, I would have 23 views, be lucky to have one like, half a comment, and probably a dislike to balance out the like, so it wouldn't even matter. So pretty much it for this video. If you like the video, you like the video. If you like the video, then like the video. Subscribe if you want, no pressure. And I'll see y'all sellouts on the next one.